Hey everyone, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the Justice card. Alright, so like I said before, we are on the Justice card on our way down the Major Arcana of Tarot. For all of you who are just tuning in with me, hi, I'm Rose, and I talk about everything to do with divination. Currently, we're just focusing on Tarot, the Major Arcana. If you have no clue what we're talking about or have any idea what Tarot is, I encourage you to stop this right here and go back to my channel and check out my previous videos and all things to do with Tarot. But for all of you who have been continuing this journey down the Major Arcana, we are now on the 11th card, which is the Justice card for the Major Arcana. And let's get into that card. So the previous card we talked about was the Wheel of Fortune. As you know, it's just the cycle of life, part of, our everyday life that we don't necessarily have any control over. It's just what's up must come down and vice versa. The cycle of life, as I said, or the circle of life if you're like me and really love Disney. No copyright. I just really love that movie. And that's all. It's the best thing. But we're going somewhere else. All right, so what we have next is the Justice card. So after the cycles have ended and everything is turning into a different cycle, things are closing where they were once open and vice versa, Justice really talks about what we would consider, people getting what they deserve or things being set right. Whenever you get the Justice card, it really, really talks about either you getting back what you've put out, your energy, or, consequences of your actions, whether those consequences be good or bad, depending on what you've done. And also for the people around you. So if there was a situation where you felt, left out in the cold, or you felt like something really just didn't come out the way it should have, and this card shows up, it really means that, the people that thought that they got away with it, they didn't. They're gonna get what they deserve sooner rather than later, and you might not be able to, enjoy seeing it happen. You might not be able to see it. You might hear it from like a third party, but, something is going to be brought back into balance, because Justice really talks about balancing. It really talks about, anything about astrology, it talks about like Libra. So things must be in balance. Things must be put back in check. The yin and yang must be put back in their levels, because you need both, but you need to keep that balancing active, not too much of either or. And really that's what this card talks about. It talks about things which were imbalance coming back into balance, whether that be by force or by you just understanding that you yourself are out of balance, or something in your life is out of balance. In many of these cards, you'll find that, Justice has her sword of truth, and she also has the balancing scale. So with that, the reason they have the sword of truth is because obviously things always come out in the wash. So whatever, lies, deceit, or any type of confusion there may have been in whatever situation you're asking about, when this card comes through, that sword is going to cut through the bullshit and is going to show you exactly what you need to know. And then with that, bring back that balance that you need. Whether that be the bullshit you feed yourself or the bullshit that you're being fed by other people, all depends on when this card comes out and what you're asking about. As you can see, Justice is blind. Justice does not have any judgments, and that's why usually in this card you'll see Justice is blindfolded for most of them, not all, but the ones who didn't either don't have eyes or their eyes are shut. And what that's just saying is like Justice does not have any type of judgments. They really, it's all about the facts, the balancing act, the what happened to create that, what consequences, all of those types of push and pull. If you've done this, this is what the outcome is. There's no getting around it. There's no really, weaseling your way to make it all come out roses for you. When this card comes out, it really says, what? You did this, and this is the consequence. You pushed, and this is what fell. This is what broke. Then there's no more lying about it, because with that sword of truth, You can't run away from it. So whenever this card shows up, that's usually what it's talking about. Even with romance, if you're asking about romance and this shows up, it's a really great card because it shows, a balance between the two partners. You guys both give as much as you get. Or, if there was some sort of injustice or some sort of disagreement or some sort of imbalance in the relationship, it's really going to show you that and tell you this is what you need to focus and work on. So to bring back that balance and harmony in that relationship. So that's basically what this card talks of. Like, again, with all the other cards that I talk about with tarot or any kind of divination, go with your gut. That's going to be your best bet. This is just, the symbolism and straightforward keywords for this card that goes with tarot whenever it comes with Rider Waite. But like I said, your intuition should really trump that and tell you what your gut is telling you about that situation that you're asking about. But this, I'm sure, will help for those of you who are just starting out and really are like, okay, I got the Justice card. What does that mean in this situation? But I hope that really helps, gives you a little bit more clarity, gives you a little bit more of a sure foot when you're doing these readings and Justice shows up. If you have any other questions or comments, don't be afraid to leave them down below in the comment section. And while you're down there, if you haven't already, don't forget to click that subscribe button and make sure that that notification bell is on so you don't miss out on any new content every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of the week. And if you want, you can also follow me on my other platforms for different variety of content, which is my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok, all of which you can find in my channel beside my bio, and you can click and follow me there as well. And if you got any other questions or you got any other content that you want to see, don't be afraid to DM me on those platforms as well as this one. I hope to see you guys real soon down our adventure in the Major Arcana of Tarot. Bye!